girls. We're going to continue our study of multiplication by multiplying a two-digit number by a one-digit number. That means we're going to multiply the number 3 times 2, and we're going to multiply the number 4 times 2. And remember, we said we're going to start at the end of our problem. And here we find 2 times 4. That's 4 plus 4. The 4 is written 2 times. 4 plus 4 is 8, so the answer is 8. And I'm going to put my 8 right underneath of the 4 to make a nice straight column. Now the 4 is finished. I'm going to take my 2 and I'm going to multiply the other number, which happens to be a 3. 2 times 3. That means 3 plus 3. The 3 is written 2 times. 3 plus 3 is 6. The answer is 6, and I'm going to put that 6 directly underneath the 3. And my answer is 68. But we're going to expand our practice in multiplication, not to do any more two-digit numbers, but to do a three-digit number. And believe it or not, boys and girls, we're going to do it exactly the same way. We're going to multiply the 2 times 3, the 0 times 3, and the 3 times 3. And to begin, we're going to start on the end like we always do. And we find 3 times 3. That means 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. The answer is 9, and I'm going to put it directly underneath the 3. We're going to move to the next number because that 3 is finished. Look, I found a 0. So I have 3 times 0. 0 is one of the factors, and that means the 0 rule. Any number times 0 is always equal to 0. So 3 times 0 is 0. I'm going to put a 0 directly underneath the 0, making a nice straight column. The 0 is finished. Now I'm going to take my 3 and I'm going to multiply it by 2. That means 2 plus 2 plus 2. The number 2 is written 3 times. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. My answer is 6. I'm going to put it directly underneath the 2 to make a nice straight column, and the answer is 609. Now in multiplication such as this, 609 is the answer, but the math word that we use for the answer is the word product. The product is 609. Let's try one more. Let's multiply 412 times 3. We're going to multiply the 4 times 3, the 1 times 3, and the 2 times 3. But we're going to start at the end. And here we find 3 times 2. That's 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. The answer is 6, and I'm going to put it directly underneath of the 2 to make a nice straight column. The 2 is now finished. I'm going to take my 3 and multiply the next number, which happens to be 1. Oh my, I can use the 1 rule. The 1 rule says that 1 times any number is going to be that number. So 3 times 1 is going to be 3. I'm going to put the 3 right underneath of the 1. Makes a nice straight column. The 1 is finished. Now I'm going to take my 3 and I'm going to multiply 4. 3 times 4. That means 4 plus 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. So 3 times 4 equals 12. But wait a minute. The number 12 is a two-digit number. It looks like this. And I can only put one digit under the 4. So just like in addition and subtraction, we're going to put the number that's on the end in the ones column underneath the 4. And the other one is going to be carried over into the next column. And 1 plus nothing else is 1. And so my answer is 1,236. So boys and girls, that's multiplying a three-digit number times a one-digit number. And that's our lesson for today. Thank you for listening. Make sure you practice on your worksheet. Bye-bye.